Welcome to the IDSD Oracle Application Investigator Expert Billing Walkthrough. In today's video, we'll cover logging in, resetting your password, the Investigator Expert dashboard, creating a billing item, editing a billing item, attaching that billing item to an invoice, the approval process, correcting a rejected item, dashboard reports, hiding old cases, and where you can find training materials. To access the billing app, go to the Wayne County homepage. Then go to Departments, Indigent Defense, and then the Indigent Defense homepage. At the top of this page, you will find the billing application. Click on the link and then click Let's Go. To log into the billing app, enter your vendor number for your username, then enter your password. If you've forgotten your password, click Forgot Password. Then type in your vendor number and click Next. You will then receive a notification to the email address that IDSD has on file for you. Please remember that password reset links expire after 1 hour. If you missed the email, you can always go back and hit password reset again. If you never receive an email, please submit a Jira Help Desk ticket and the IT team can make sure that IDSD has the correct email on file. After you receive the email, open it and click Reset Password. Type in a password that meets the following criteria. Repeat the password to confirm and then click Reset Password. You will receive an email notification that your password has been updated. You can now continue to sign in. Now you are taken to the billing homepage. On your homepage, you will find 4 dashboards: Investigator Expert Vendor Dashboard, Hidden Cases, Rejected Items Report, and Approved Invoices Report. To begin billing, click on the Investigator Expert Vendor Dashboard. Here you will find all of your active cases. Listed for each case is the case's CTN, the defendant name, the attorney's first name, last name, and bar number, as well as your vendor number. To begin billing for a case, open the case by clicking on the pencil icon. You will also find all of the case details listed at the top. Scrolling down, you will see the area that is used to create your billing items, as well as an area for you to upload your personal invoice if you choose to attach it. In this example, we'll be creating an expert invoice. To begin entering your billing items, click Enter Expert Service. The CTN and your vendor number will automatically populate. Next, you're going to select the event type you are billing for. For this example, I'm going to select Discovery Review. Click on the calendar icon to enter the date the event started, as well as the time. Then click Done. Next, go over to the end date, click on that calendar icon, change the time to the end time, and then click Done. You will see that the hours field populates with 1 hour. Next, enter your rate of pay. The amount field will update with your hours times your rate of pay. Next, put in your service description. The service description is a brief explanation of the event. Some events have specific service description requirements. These requirements can be found on our website under Billing Training Materials. Here you will find the IE Billing Item Type Requirements Guide. Listed is the billing item type, whether the item type is for an expert or investigator, and the service description requirements. Please note that this document is subject to change over time. In our example of discovery review, we need to include the volume and type of discovery. Some billing event types, like mileage, have a required attachment and some special instructions. For this discovery review event, I'm going to put in that I reviewed 1 hour of body cam footage. Because some vendors have multiple employees, you will need to select your employee name. When finished, hit Create. Your billing item will now populate below. Notice the payment status is Pending Invoice Submission. This means that the billing item has been created, but it hasn't been attached to an invoice yet. As you add more billing items, the total amount of the invoice will be calculated above. Next, we'll be adding another billing event to our invoice. Click Add Expert Service, and now we're going to add in our travel expenses. Select Travel Expenses Expert, type in your service description, and then enter the amount of the expense. For this event type, you're required to attach the receipt of the expense. Click Choose File, select the file, click Open, and then hit Create. Next, we will create a billing item for mileage. Select the mileage event type, type in your service description, the mileage rate, your mileage, the origin, and the destination. Next, select your employee name. Then you'll need to add the map to your billing item. Click Choose File, select your map, then click Open. Next, for supporting materials, you'll need to attach the mileage form. Then click Create. Here we see that the mileage billing item has been automatically totaled. As a vendor, if you create your own invoices in your internal software, you have the option to attach it here for record-keeping purposes. This attachment is only viewable to you and our finance team. When attaching your invoice, please be sure to name the file that of the invoice number of your internal software. Once attached, click Upload. Your invoice will now appear under the Personal Invoices section. To view the invoice, click on the file name and then scroll down to the document viewer. Once you are finished creating your billing items, click Create Invoice. Invoices can be created at any time, and we encourage you to bill frequently. If you've attached a personal invoice, please type the invoice number in the box here. Then, under Account Code, select either Expert or Investigator. Next, you will need to certify that all of the items that you are billing for have never been billed for before and that you have never received payment for these services. Scroll down and select each of your billing items. Then, click Calculate Total. The invoice total will be calculated in the field above. Then click Create Invoice. Scrolling down, we see that the payment status of our billing items has changed to Submitted for Attorney Certification. The Investigator Expert Invoice Approval process goes from invoice submission to Attorney Certification to Investigator Expert Admin Approval to IDSD Finance Approval. Then it leaves IDSD and goes to Wayne County Accounts Payable and then the Wayne County Treasurer's Office for payment. Once an attorney certifies your billing item, it moves to Investigator Expert Admin Review. Here we see that 2 of our items are pending IE approval, and 1 has been submitted by the attorney for further review. Attorneys may use the further review option if any of the activity was not asked for, or if the time appears excessive. Attorneys do not have the ability to reject an item, only to request further review from IDSD administrators. If the attorney submits the item for further review, the investigator and expert admin will then look over the billing item and may reach out to you for clarification. Then the administrator can either pass the billing item through approvals or send the item back to you for corrections. For demonstration purposes, let's say that one of our billing items was rejected. Here you will see the status of rejected as well as the rejection reasoning. Let's say, for example, that we forgot to attach our receipt to our travel expenses billing item. Click on the pencil icon to edit your billing item and make corrections. To add your attachment, click Choose File, select your file, click Open, and then click Apply Changes. Next, go to the top of your browser and refresh the screen. You will see your attachment appear on your corrected billing item. Also notice that the payment status of the billing item has changed from rejected to pending invoice submission. All corrected billing items, whether it be a correction in the date or time, the service description, or an attachment, will need to be resubmitted on an invoice. This way, if a billing item is rejected and sent back for corrections, all of the other billing items on the invoice will still move forward. To resubmit the billing item on a new invoice, click Create Invoice. Then, just as you did before, select the account code, certify your billing items, attach them, and create the invoice. The invoice then heads to attorney certification, and the approval process starts again. The invoicing process is complete when all of the billing items have reached finance approval. Once you have completed billing, you can go to the top and click Hide Old Case. This will remove inactive cases from your main dashboard. Always wait until all items are finance approved to hide them from your main dashboard in case you need to correct any of your billing items. If you go back to the home page, you can always find the case again by going to the Hidden Cases dashboard. If you need to unhide a case, please reach out to IDSD IT by submitting a JIRA Help Desk ticket. Back on the home page, you see that you have a Rejected Items report. This report shows you all of your rejected items from all of your cases. You'll want to check this report frequently to see if you have any outstanding items that need corrections. Here we have 2 cases that have rejected items. Looking at CTN 05, I'll return to my homepage, then go to my dashboard, click Edit, and here I see that I have a rejected item. I can go to the pencil icon to make corrections. Back on the homepage, you can also go to your Approved Invoices report. This report shows all invoices that have reached finance approval. If you have any questions while using the billing application and need to reach out to IT directly, click on the Jira Help Desk on the upper right-hand corner of the billing application. You can also find training materials linked from the application that takes you to our Attorney IE Billing training page. Here you will find all of our training videos, our live training recordings, and the Jira Help Desk walkthrough. We continuously update this page with new documentation, the billing item type requirements spreadsheet, and a practice application if you would like to practice billing in a demo environment. Please note that the practice application is public, so don't input any real case data, client names, or personal information. For technical questions surrounding the application, please contact our IT team through the Jira Help Desk link in this video's description. If you need help creating a Jira account, please email idsdit@waynecounty.com. For questions about updating your W-9, billing address, or electronic payment account information, please contact idsdfinance@waynecounty.com.